I remember at the time I wrote it, I had a brave publisher, Walter Minton of Putnam, and he decided he wanted to try publishing it. And nothing bad happened. There was no censorship of it. Later, Minton used to love to say that one of the reasons he published Lolita was he saw he could get away with it, he could do it, because he realized that for all the brouhaha over the dangers of publishing The Time of Her Time, nothing had happened. And so he felt, yes, with this wonderful book by Nabokov called Lolita, I'm going to publish that and I can get away with that too. And he did. He was a very bold publisher. The last of the Mohicans, in a way.
Walter J. Minton couldn't resist to publish the books that the others dismissed. Watch them all rise on the bestsellers list. Down came the great veil of censorship. He took lots of chances, the gambles paid off, with Puzo and Mailer and Vlad Nabokov. Sold Putnam's off on the coattails of Jaws, and then became a doctor of laws. And he was bold, and he was smart. The last of the Mohicans he was, and it's not hard to understand why he was such an extraordinary man. Walter J. Minton, a player of sports, he cherished those days with his guys on the course. He only liked films of the specific sort when in the first scene someone shot off a horse. You heard him approaching, the sounds he'd emit, that deep booming voice and those whistling lips. When you pulled his finger, he'd let one rip, and he sang about George Washington Bridge. And he was bold, and he was smart. The last of the Mohicans he was, and it's not hard to understand why he was such an extraordinary man. Walter J. Minton, father of ours, cared for his family, not for his cars. Could drive people nuts with his insults and barbs, but he didn't want us to take them so hard. He ate store-brand ice cream in his dresser drawers, had clothes that were bought at the discounter stores. He couldn't care less about the shoes that he wore. Unbelievable Sims right down to the core. Yeah, he was cheap, but not with us. With his family he was truly generous, and it's not hard to understand why he was such an extraordinary man. Walter J. Minton, father of 6, 17 grandkids, a backbone that itched, paid for our schools so our lives were enriched, and we could fish for fun and not to subsist. He lived a long life filled with skies blue and pink, did 96 laps round this crazy old rink. He may now be gone, but he is not extinct. He lives in us, yeah, that's what I think. And he was bold, and he was smart. The last of the Mohicans he was, and it's not hard to understand Why, he was such an extraordinary man.